shit. God damn it. I played myself. Alright. Shit.
Alright, y'all. Welcome to the Baldwin Kids podcast, a space dedicated to discussing sociopolitics, mental health, and nerd culture. I am the slightly sunburnt K.
And bitch, you get your hand. I am the hold on, word.
Bitch!
Bitch! I am the recyclable Vesta.
So one of these days when we record, I'm just going to hide everything within a 5-foot radius of the mic and just see what you do.
I am the red locked Vesta.
Ooh, we're going to talk about
We're
that
talking
later.
about that, bitch.
Anyway, so
hello, everyone.
Welcome back. How you doing?
How you doing?
Bitch. Wow.
When Wendy Williams' glamour wears off, she turns into the reptilian lizard she's always been.
No, bitch, there's this picture that's been floating around. It's like, nobody. Wendy Williams is this picture of some, like, eldritch horror with blonde hair.
I've seen that.
That looks just like her, and I'm upset. Oh, yeah, in case y'all can hear that, apparently Jennifer decided to come visit Vesta.
Listen to the song from Deep Within. That was Beyonce reference, I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen and people who know better, we are trying a slightly different format with this time around.
I liked it. It requires less thinking.
Yeah.
That's a lie. It requires less
work.
Following fucking rules. Because we're black in 2019. We're black and queer in 2019.
We're black, fat, and queer in 2019.
We've already broken so many rules by existing. Why follow our road?
We might switch back to the old format. We might stick with this more freewheeling format. We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we try to follow some semblance of our original order, or just kind of go backwards through our
log? Let's do that.
Okay.
I mean, we can still follow the order, but we just ain't gotta follow a list, you know?
Yeah, I guess. So we can start off with a touch of the Anita Chronicles in our...
Should we just cut her off?
You know what? We're not going to talk about her. We're going to talk about stuff related to her.
Okay, because I'm about sick
of
looking at corn hair.
I am here for France right now.
Why? What they do?
Bitch, did you hear about this? So Fox News was live in France talking about the World Cup, and the crowd behind the guy reporting caught on, and they just all start chanting, "Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump!"
I live. It's big dick energy.
I'm just here for France. What else? Oh yeah, people are reading way too far in, because apparently Millennium or Mercedes-Benz or Melania,
medulla oblongata, macaroons, macaroni and
Macklemore,
McKellymore. Where'd he go?
Who?
Where did Mackenzie Moore go?
You know, probably back to Caucasian obscurity.
Oh my fucking God. God, it picked up on both microphones. I'm trying to get
what, my laugh or the sound?
The sound scared the bedullas off of me. Hakuna Matata's. Anyways,
as you are just taking a selfie in the middle of us recording.
I have a social life to maintain, okay?
I have a social status to maintain. I have top fan badges that I'd like to keep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's see what else. Oh yeah, talking about Millennia.
Yeah.
My mom genuinely called her that at first because she couldn't remember her name.
Millennium I.
But so somebody tried to post an article about, was Melania Trump secretly celebrating Pride at the 4th of July parade?
I saw that. What was that about?
I think I heard tendons popping from that reach.
Like, how was that?
She was wearing a white A-line dress.
Yeah, I saw that.
It wasn't even in the proper color, but there was like a red stripe, a blue stripe, a purple stripe, an orange stripe, a yellow stripe, a green stripe. It had all the colors of the rainbow, just not in the right order. I'm like, you sure her assistant didn't just pick that out?
I don't think Melania has pride for anything anymore.
Money. Why else would she be with that chode?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What?
I am not going to deafen everybody with that one.
What are you going to do?
That random Beyonce-ass opera singing that we heard on the way here. That somehow...
That interlude was such a decision. That was a decision.
To you, I like it. Especially because I can hit a lot of those notes in falsetto.
Okay, so if this is in regards to Homecoming, if you don't understand. What does that come after? Don't hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't like it. How you going to go screaming and cussing and just go, Ave Maria? That's like going from hard to turtle flaccid in 0.2 seconds. That is the most uncomfortable
Clearly,
switch.
you have never been walked in on while playing with yourself then. Mm?
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I don't like that. It's such a...
on its own, though, what do you think?
Yeah. It's fine on its own.
But as a transitional piece, not so much.
I almost said Rihanna. Because this...
The beehive is going to come for you, and I don't want to get stung.
Oh, Rihanna ain't got no...
Rihanna is too busy being high and making money right now.
Right. Showcasing her talent as usual.
Is it bad that I just want to smoke up with Rihanna one day?
You and Rihanna got the same level of attitude. You and Rihanna got the same level of attitude. Yeah, you do.
I don't have that Caribbean level of attitude.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
The closest I get to anything Caribbean is having a fourth cousin that is Haitian. That's part Haitian.
No, y'all got the same attitude.
Is she an Aries?
Watch her ass be a fucking Aries. Watch her ass.
Yeah. Well, while Vesta is looking at whether or not Rihanna is an Aries, that is actually it for. Is she?
She's a Pisces like me. It makes so much sense. That makes so much more sense.
God, are we gonna be those gays? You know they can't hear you nodding.
Yeah. I already am. It's my fault that you and Ace are into this now.
I'm a Virgo. You can't do this.
I did that to him last night when we listen, don't make that face at me. That's not what I meant, you nasty fat smelling fat bitch.
You sure you want to put your business out there?
God damn it. I don't have the button here because I forgot to save it. No, when I opened all the kitchen cabinets while he was cooking.
Oh no.
And he freaked out. He was like, Malcolm, fuck. He was like, Vesta, I'm a Virgo.
You can't do this.
I'm a Virgo.
Lord. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to. We don't have a name for this section. I don't have a name for this section quite yet. Did that help?
Did what help?
Muting the mic.
Yeah. It cuts it out.
Okay.
They'll be able to hear it a little bit on your mic, but
yeah, well,
better than
gate is a thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to there wasn't really a whole lot politically. There wasn't really a whole lot going on over the past week. There really
wasn't.
Like I was scouring the internet, and I mean, you know, President Loco is misspelling things on Beyonce's Twitter as usual.
Beyonce's good
Christian Twitter.
AOL online.
Welcome. You've got mail.
You've got mail. You know, they still use that sound effect on AOL when you log into your email.
You know, it doesn't surprise me. It's iconic. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on in politics, though. Billionaire Chris Klein, aka the King of Coal, has been killed in a helicopter crash.
Who was that again?
Somebody who probably needed to die in the first place.
Yeah, okay.
Because coal is terrible for the planet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like, oh, damn. How about that?
Oh, no. How sad. Sounding like Willy Wonka. Wait, no. Don't leave.
Stop. No, come back.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm
pretty sure.
Hang on. My sympathies go out to his family.
Not him. Sorry.
Him?
Sorry.
Sorry. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I need like a long ass.
Right.
I need to like box braid my hair so I can just whip it back and forth for that for I ain't sorry.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm trying my best not to turn into a Beyonce stan, but here we
You
are.
already are.
I am not a stan.
Yes, you are.
I am not a
It's too
stan.
late.
I am not a stan.
I ain't no stan.
Your thoughts can crumble. Sorry about that. Anyway, so there is apparently the White House, and let me make sure that this article is accurate because I've been slipping. I'm still recovering from fucking Pride. Oh, yep, never mind. This is old. It's still some bullshit, but it's old.
It's such a slow news week.
Yeah, that's how slow it is. I thought something. And normally I'm really, really, really good about making sure that the stuff we talk about is accurate. Because I know our first, or not accurate, well, accurate, but
In date.
yeah, because our first couple of episodes, there were some things that popped up that were from like 2014,
Yeah,
2016.
and it's like, oops.
Yeah. So, but no, the article that popped up on my news feed was that the White House approving lethal force at the southern border. I mean, they also kind of approved quietly lethal force in these concentration camps, which is what they are. You can at me if you like, and I will throw all of Merriam-Webster.
Third episode in a row we've had to say that, but still stands.
Mm-hmm. No. I'll do even better. I will contact Merriam and Webster and have matching trebuchets to hurl some knowledge at you, dumbass. Because it's a fucking concentration camp.
Yeah.
It is a concentration of people held against their will under armed guard.
I was going to say, under armed guard is the
specific definition in there.
Whoops.
Girl, what are you doing?
I tried to turn my volume down and it just started blasting. Go on.
Slipping. All right. We're going to move on to talking about the Democratic Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, Biden. Because I already don't see it for her.
For who?
Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah, Biden.
Yeah, of course, now he's trying to walk back his comments praising a segregationist. Yeah. You know what's sad about this, too? Biden being a consistent fuck-up is making me start to question Obama more and more.
Right.
Because you picked that as your VP.
Yup.
Barry. Sis. There are so many better choices. Especially not a septuagenarian white man that is so far disconnected from his constituents that he thinks that working with a segregationist is a good idea.
Like, oh, okay, girl.
Yeah, no, we're not here for it. You know what? I'm ready to move on to because it's so slow. It's been so slow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have anything for rapid fire. Which means we can actually move on to our palette clones.
I had to press it once. Listen, I spent too much time making that sound effect. I'm not finna use it.
You spent 5 minutes making that sound effect.
I spent my good unpaid time making that sound effect.
Bitch. Okay. So, oh, I actually should have read that a little more clearly. So there is a movie here. Actually, do we want to say that?
It's going to be playing in a theater.
Ooh, look at that. Who forgot to silence their phone?
That's not me.
That was definitely you, because my phone was on ultra silent.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that was me.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Look at that. Yeah, we are obviously still recovering from Pride. It was wild.
Not even that. I got 4 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm. That'll come up later on.
Yes.
So, Fast Color, which chronicles 3 generations of black women with superhuman abilities, is now available for digital download. I'm going to find a source for it. I'm going to make sure I pay for this source for it because I am always here for supporting black women.
Yes.
But yeah, I saw the trailer for it. I'm gonna, you know what? We might touch on this more in the nerd section. I'm just super excited for it because how often do you see a trio of black women with superpowers in a movie? Exactly.
Never.
Excuse me. Anyway, we've also got Coco Gauff, the up and coming. You good?
Yeah, I saw a spider on the wall. I have to kill it now.
No. Ooh.
It invaded my Caucasian home and needs to die.
Lord. Anyway, Coco Gauff is well, let me just pull up the article because I know this is a little outdated, and she did the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Coco Gauff is all of 15 years old. Beat Venus Williams at tennis.
Yes, I saw that when I was at work.
Like, I would be inconsolable.
Right.
Because she grew up with barrettes and braids as a little girl fresh out of potty training, watching Venus and Serena play tennis and being inspired by them. That's why representation is important.
Bitch.
But look at this picture. She looks like she's getting ready to cry.
Ooh.
Because
yes, ma'am.
She made it to the article that I have is saying that she made it to the 4th round of Wimbledon. I don't actually remember how much further she got, but the fact that she is 15 and is already a world-class tennis player, like everybody else, just present your necks because she's going to be walking on them for a long time. Just present your necks, genuflect, and get with the program. Exactly. Like, what that would feel like for me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, similar. I have my interest in voice acting. And y'all especially have heard me. You've all heard me doing all sorts of different voices on here. But if I ever got the opportunity to do a project with Steve Bloom, I would die.
Oh.
I would die.
Just
my wig.
Exactly. Because, growing up with somebody that constant in your life and being actually able to work with, or in her case, play against somebody that integral to your life is beyond words. Like, I was damn near vibrating when I got to meet him at C2E2 a couple years ago.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, if he still talked to me, I could get my last ex to have some input on it, because I was literally tapping him and squeaking with excitement.
I would too, honestly. Steve Bloom.
He's so nice too.
He's a sweetie pie.
Mm-hmm.
He gives me the same aura of Robert Downey Jr.
How so?
I don't know. They just seem like the same kind of guy. Chill as fuck, cool as fuck, nice as fuck.
I feel no. He's sober now, I think. So I was gonna say RDJ.
Who, Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's more.
That's funny you mentioned that, because I was just about to say something about that.
RDJ is more coffee and Steve Bloom is more tea.
Yeah.
But they're both, hot drink that you can add milk to.
Yeah. I was just about to say, so I was watching this video of celebrity shady moments or shitty interviews or whatever.
Oh no.
So RDJ, that dude's been through way too much shit to be reduced to that single question he got asked. But they were like, hey, you used to be, shit with your dad was bad, and you did drugs, and you were addicted to alcohol. Are you over that, or is that still lingering around? RDJ just tilted his head. He's like, I'm sorry, what are we doing here? Bye.
He left the interview, bitch.
And the interviewer was like, fuck.
I need that kind of energy in my life.
And I was just like,
drag her, slay her,
all he said was bye, and it was just like,
my wig.
just anyway.
Looking like oh shit, I just had her name.
Looking like a can of Sprite.
Oh, right. So somebody else shared this to one of my groups.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little 5-year-old who, here, let me show you the picture because it's actually adorable.
I've seen that.
This little 5-year-old drew Sonic on the sidewalk, and it's actually for 5 though.
I know.
Bitch, I was still on stick figures with tails.
I was still drawing eyeballs. I still do that at work sometimes. I'll doodle eyes.
I mean, the Sonic that he drew looks a bit like an ice cream Sonic, but he's also 5.
Oh, ice cream Sonics. Best ice cream, shittiest gumballs.
And he is so freaking adorable. Just look at that face.
Yeah, it's cute.
But yeah, somebody, when I saw this post, the caption on the post was like, hire him for the redesign for the movie.
True.
Truth be told, because that drawing, even as for the 5-year-old, that drawing looks more like Sonic should look than whatever the hell they put on that trailer.
The cat with just the furry fan service, whatever the fuck that was.
Oh.
Scared the shit out of me. God damn it, pop-ups. All right.
But yeah, I think. Are we done?
Are we done?
We are done because the rest of the stuff I've got in here is reserved for our news section.
Sick.
So, Vesta, Dwallin, I know you've got some sickening music selection for us, so what have you got?
I totally planned this ahead of time, too. It's a song called Hello? ? By Synergy.
Hello?
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So then, I guess get into some hello.
Hello? Swiss cheese.
Stop. Anyway, y'all, get into hello. We'll be back after this. Welcome. Are you done?
Sexy wiggle. Oh, you haven't played Undertale, that's right. You don't get the reference.
No, I don't.
Poor baby. He's so late in the game. Undertale's one of the gay classics of our time.
Sure.
It is.
Anyway, y'all, we are back and better than ever. Okay. You can just do what you do.
I keep pulling beard hairs out, and I'm like, I already took way too long to grow this stuff falling out.
Anyway, we are going to move on to our mental health. I have to close my eyes because you like futzing with your hair is like I can't help but watch. I don't know why. Anyway.
I've already stopped.
Anyway, we're moving on to our mental health section.
Section.
So, as always, we've got a little disclaimer. Vesta and I are a couple of loudmouths with some recording equipment, some microphones, a lot to say, and a therapist on deck. Well, not on deck.
Do we have? Oh, I do have my therapist on deck.
We we've had therapy enough, or at least a handful of times. We are not mental health professionals in any way, shape, or form. However, we like to talk about it to try to remove the stigma from it. So with that in mind, please, please, please take what we say with a whole Dasani bottle of salt.
So you mean a regular bottle of Dasani water because that shit's nasty and crispy?
Don't.
Nasty and crispy.
Crispy
It's got
is
the same acidity as Coke. Coca-Cola.
Are you serious?
Yes. Listen, I can drink a bottle of Pure Agua from Aldi and drink a bottle of that. And it's crispy. It's got acidity. Water should not be acidic. If it fucks with my gag reflex, like acid reflux.
No.
No reason water should do that. Oh, enlighten me. What are you laughing at? You know, I just realized that sound is actually very relevant for later.
Oh, indeed it is. I cannot wait.
I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, huh. Okay.
So, this week, and again, we're kind of doing more of a freewheeling format. Let us know what you think on our Facebook or Instagram pages. We'll, mention them again later on. So, this week, we're going to be actually kind of trying to... What was that? Anyway, we're going to try to talk about vulnerability.
Woo, chilly.
And the reason why Vesta and I got as little sleep as we did. Don't get any ideas, y'all. He likes to hang out at my place from time to time. But I was having a moment. And we ended up just being up until 4 a.m. just talking. And at a certain point, I ended up being reduced to it was like 2-something in the morning, and there was still a fragment of me that was really trying hard not to sob loudly. Because I was pretty much at that point. But there was like that one little synapse in the back of my head, like, bitch, you better stay quiet. It's 2:15 in the morning.
It's such a mood.
But
not anymore, but you know what I mean.
But yeah, we were definitely having a stop using your powers on me blue moment.
It's literally what that was.
Yeah. I just was well overdue for a good cry, but 2, and I'm not going to go too far into specifics because I don't need all my business out on the internet, but we were kind of talking about how one of the big things that like triggered it was me realizing that I've got a lot of toxic stuff that I need to keep working on unlearning. And I know one of the things that I feel like is a bit of a catalyst of some toxic behaviors is that I'm kind of adrift, mentally speaking. I try my best to stay relatively grounded, but, I had a very stable part of my life kind of get ripped out from under me a few months ago. And losing that stability, really fucked with my head, a lot more so than I thought at the time. Because at the time, I was kind of checked out from the situation I was in. But, you think you're checked out, and then the actual physical checkout happens, and that situation changes, and all of a sudden you're kind of adrift. And it took a lot for me to actually finally admit that. Oh, right. I should probably talk a little louder so the gain doesn't cut me off.
I can always fix it, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, because it usually sounds bad. Sorry, y'all, if I'm a little quiet and all of a sudden, like, loud as hell. No, bitch, I went from talking quietly to the Netflix logo loud as doom. Loud ass. Anyway.
When you're in the middle of making out and Netflix like wakes you the fuck up. It's like, oh shit.
But yeah, being vulnerable is something that is, despite being relatively close to 30, being vulnerable and open with how I feel is not something, I can't even say that that's not something I grew up with. That's something that got frowned upon
I have things to say about that, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
For me growing up, like I couldn't say that I was feeling one way or another because it was gonna get, brushed off
Shit on.
or shat on, or I was gonna get yelled at about it, or get told to pray about it, or why do you feel that way? You have everything
Yeah,
you
I
need.
have so much to say about that.
So 20 some odd years of that same environment of don't talk about how you feel. A 2-decade habit, bitch, is really hard to break.
Yeah. When it's all you have, that's all you keep.
Yeah. And in that 2-decade long habit, I unintentionally ended up really hurting a friend of mine and had the opportunity to actually apologize to him about that in person, but putting the apology out on the on Beyonce's internet for all to see and hear. And I'm not going to use his actual name, but I will say, TBH, I am genuinely sorry for what I did. And I know my apology isn't going to undo the fuckery that I committed, but at least it's a start. And I'm trying to recognize the behaviors that led to that, recognize them, and stop with that. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. And I'm working on being better with communicating with people. But communication has never been my strong suit. Again, 2-decade long habit of not communicating effectively. It's going to take a while. It's a process. So, there's that.
We as black men in particular, I'm just going to start there, are raised in such a toxic way that has been passed down from slavery. That's all. I don't have to just say that's where this stems from. Slavery and the shit that our ancestors were taught from slave owners. In the Bible they forced on us at me. We're taught men have to do this. Men are supposed to be strong all the time. They show no signs of breaking down. If the women need their support, they gotta lean on the men. The men have to do everything. Men can't break down. Men can't show emotion. Men don't cry. That's the one I can't stand. Men don't cry. We are in 20 motherfucking 19 at this point. And I'm glad a lot of our brothers and sisters and people who don't identify as either are recognizing the toxicity that they were raised in. There are far too many of you that don't, and girl, get it together. But we need to stop continuing the habits that from slavery we were taught is okay. Because when you really think about it, if a slave had something to say, whips, murder, rape, and everything else in between those and beyond, who knows? Because a lot of this shit wasn't documented for good reason. When you think about that now, the argument that I hate to get in with people is people in favor of whooping their kids. Physical punishment does absolutely nothing. Never will, never has. Because they beat the shit out of us when we were slaves. You think we stayed for that bitch? Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Granted, there's some dumbasses that were like, oh yeah, let's just stay. It's okay. Nah, sorry, I'm too melanated for that tomfoolery. I didn't subscribe for that bullshit. Get that away from me. So, when you think about that, corporal punishment for your kids instead of, from a young age, establishing a healthy connection where I am your parent, I am here to set the foundations for you to be able to ride a sail through this world. If you don't start that from childhood, and the first thing you do is, if you fuck shit, I'm gonna beat your ass, that child will have nothing. They will grow up 18, 19, 20, late 20s, and beyond for some people, unable to function in societies where that's not a thing. People have a much better understanding of the world have a much better time navigating this world when this doctrine of slavery era beatings for shit that doesn't need to be punished when really it just needs to be talked about.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a cycle that people think it's okay.
I got beaten, I turned out fine.
No, you think it's okay to beat kids. You're not okay. Sorry, girl.
And half the time, people that are saying that are also the same kind of people that usually have some kind of other interpersonal problem outside of supporting beating children.
Right. I kind of zoned in on that, so let me back up a little bit.
Because we're still talking about vulnerability.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I zeroed in on that because that's something that pisses me off. Men are told that they can't be vulnerable. They have to be the ones that sustain everyone else's vulnerability. You know what I mean?
Well,
y'all are the fucking givers or providers, and y'all got to be strong all the time. No, we don't. We don't.
And seeing somebody actually be able to be vulnerable for the first time is, whew.
When you experience, because I had years of that. I was always rebellious about the way my emotions were processed since I was a child. Don't know what ancestors he's giving me that strength. But I got it, I guess. And not everybody can say that. So I am privileged in that fact, I feel like. Because not everybody is strong enough to just unlearn those habits on their own.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to do that. Where I was told, oh, man, it's okay, boys don't cry. Bullshit. I cry on a weekly basis, if not every couple of days.
There's a reason why I call Vesta blue.
I cry all the time and shit. Like, I'm very much open with my emotions now. Hold up. I had to cough, sorry. And that weirds people out. To see a big old black man who doesn't fit the mold of stern, strong, aggressive. No, I'm opposite of all those things. Granted, that means I don't think I won't snatch your wig off and your scalp with it if I need to.
Have you like
My wig.
because it got snatched off?
Yeah, just from here to homeworld, but people don't quite understand, especially in the black community. Oh my God, a black man that's in tune with his emotions. That's shit on. Let's talk about that too. If you're vulnerable, you're shit on. You're a pussy ass nigga. Sorry, my language. When
the fuck have we ever censored ourselves?
I'm sorry, but that was a lot. You know, it's kind of the.
Have you listened to Fold and Close by J. Cole?
No, I've not.
You should. Specifically because the last little bit that he says is actually really relevant to this. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I've brought this up before. I feel like I have. But I'm gonna do it again because it applies.
Again. Encore.
So, niggas from the hood is the best actors. We the ones that gotta wear our face backwards. Put your frown on before they think you soft.
Real shit.
Never smile long or take your defense off. Acting tough so much we start to feel hard. Live from city where they pull cards.
It was mainly that section.
Yeah, it was mainly that section. Then there's more of it that goes into having a code switch too.
Yeah.
But let's not even get into that.
That
could be a whole episode.
That is a whole leader for a whole other time. But men are shit on when they're vulnerable. Which is why so many men are not vulnerable.
Which is why my episode of vulnerability that dragged on into 4 in the goddamn morning.
But sometimes you need that shit. When you're raised in a household of repressing, that's a habit that once you fall to a certain level into it, you gotta crawl a real long tunnel back up.
Yep.
So, what?
Because I can see the light. The light is coming to take
everything the darkness stole. You wouldn't let anybody speak, but instead, that's some of my favorite samples. I'll talk about that in the nurse section. Don't let me forget about that.
Okay.
Ariana and Pharrell. But what was I gonna fucking say? I lost my train of thought because of the light is coming.
I mean, I can keep making music references.
Damn it, Ponytail.
Because we could talk about Teach Me by Music Soul Child.
That's another one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because that whole first verse is just oof.
Yeah. What's a problem? Speaking of which, there are celebrities that are shit on for that. Michael Jackson? Oh, he got shit on his entire life. Because he wasn't no hard nigga. He was born in the slums of Gary, Indiana.
I forgot he was from that close.
Gary, Indiana. The hood. And he is one of the softest, sweetest men. Granted, he will shade the shit out of you and make you never see the light of day again. But people were like, why is it? He's soft. Da-da-da-da. And that's why he got so many bitches and you don't.
Prince.
Prince exceeded. That's a whole. Oh, people are going to piss me off about Prince.
Prince's debut blowout, though. I ain't got no money. Just so much volume.
I want to know how you did your hair. Because that was legendary. I'm like, bitch. Okay. But that's a vulnerability. It's a habit. The black community, because I'm speaking on it, because that's the community I live in.
Mm-hmm.
We need to collectively continue working to unlearn this. It is okay for men to sit there and be like, and break down.
Hang on. Do you know what the huge gag is about all of this? We in our communities have all this shit that we have to deal with. We have all this poverty that we have to deal with. We have homelessness to deal with. We have drug addiction we have to deal with. We have parents that are very rarely at home raising their children because they're working 3-4 jobs to try to make sure that they keep a roof over their heads. We've got these, young men and women getting involved in gang nonsense and seeing their friends getting killed and stuff. Why the fuck is it not okay for you to break down after you watched your friend die in your arms? Why is it not okay to be upset over the fact that the house is devoid of food because your parent is working 3 jobs and still and makes just enough to not qualify for food stamps, but not enough to keep food in the house?
Let's talk about that, because that's classism right there.
Mm-hmm. But the fact of the matter is, we've got all this stuff that we have to deal with as a community, and yet our men are prohibited from being able to express emotion in that. That's the kind of shit that'll make you emotional. Bitch, I'm fat. I will cry if I don't have food. Truth in that. Honestly. Sipping on that truth tea, hunty. But seriously though, we've got all this shit to deal with, but we can't express emotion.
But we gotta be stoic, stone-faced ass.
Wear your face backwards.
Bitch, come at me the wrong way. Let some fucked up shit happen to me. I will cry and sucker punch you in the goddamn throat at the same fucking time.
And you know what sucks, like for me too, about this? I'm the type of person that if you truly piss me off, I start crying. And if my voice isn't shaking, but I'm starting to cry, run.
No,
like that. Yeah, that's when I'm about to get on my Gohan kick.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What?
Gohan versus that one girl.
What you? Okay. Are we gonna? Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like let your feelings be felt, y'all. Please.
Men need to feel some emotion. Cause let's just end it on this note. Men that express their emotions and are in tune with their emotions eat pussy like nobody else. Big dick energy. BDE.
But we got people out here that are proud of the fact that they don't go down.
Oh!
It's a shame because it's a lot of fun.
True, like
bitch, it's a free beard conditioner.
Speaking of which, I need to check mine.
On that note, before Vesta puts all of his business out there, what music are we listening to next?
That's a good question. Let's see. Because I have a lot of music in here.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing Mr. Fahrenheit?
I mean,
I literally have his entire discography in here.
Oh. Well, damn, he was generous.
Let's see. Here's a song called Paradiso. It's the summertime. That's a really good summer song.
Yes.
Paradiso.
Yes. Yes.
We're doing Paradiso.
I'm gonna get some Paradiso, so y'all get into it, get your life, maybe play this part while you're on the beach, and have some fun. We'll be back.
Hey, Cheyenne.
The fuck?
Hi, bitch!
As you spike both mics.
Come on. That's such a good meme.
Sure. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, y'all, we are back. And yeah.
Oh, I remembered. The Pharrell and Ariana thing. I was thinking about a second ago.
Okay.
So you know that one song that he had Rihanna in? Like, wait a minute. What is that song? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's got Rihanna in it. It's called Lemon or something? I don't remember. But if anybody knows that song, Pharrell produced that and he produced The Light Is Coming. And he sampled the same, like, English press conference or, like, main press conference. I forget. But, like, this dude is about to talk. And, they're like trying to cut him off, and then the announcer goes, "Wait a minute," and I was like, "Oh!" And then right after that, you hear him go, "We're trying to do da-da-da, but instead, you wouldn't let anybody speak." I was like, sample nerd and me freaked out.
You are one of these sample queens, though. Like, just
I am.
like you hear three. I want to know how the fuck you picked up on that sample from "Freak" by Estelle.
Oh, the Whitney Houston one, yeah.
Because it's literally just a.
Well, because it, on top of it being from one of Whitney's most iconic songs, it's a very recognizable sound when you've
when you stand Whitney.
Yeah. Even if you don't stand, if you just stand that song, "My Lonely Heart," she does it once, and it's like, I heard that, I'm like, wait a minute. And I played a Freak, and I'm like, there it is.
Mm-hmm. That is impressive.
Thanks, Dad. May he rest in peace and solidarity on his collection of records in heaven or wherever he is.
Mm-hmm.
But
let me pull up the chat so I've got my thing.
So let me see. A lot has happened in the nerd section this week.
Do we want to talk about some Black Girl Magic?
Let's get it. Ariel's Black.
For those who, let's try that again. Ariel has been cast, or Ariel for Disney's live-action remake of The Little Mermaid, because clearly nobody has any ideas anymore.
True.
Because I don't know how you can run out of ideas when there's so many creative people around that just are flourishing with ideas. It's almost as if they only care about white executive ideas or something. But anyway, we've got, which I love the fact that Halle Berry was temporarily trending.
Yeah.
Because bitches don't know how to spell.
Right, and Holly was like, I was?
Yeah, no, it's Halle Bailey.
Yeah.
Has been cast as Ariel for the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid.
And the whites
are
mad.
Ooh, hoes mad. Hoes mad.
big mad. Oh, the
Huge mad.
arguments I've seen.
Bitch, this is like some fucking galactic levels of mad.
Oh my god! And I'm like, the arguments I've seen. She needs to look factual to the.
She is a fish.
Literally, girl.
But
it's
bitch,
a Danish story.
But bitch, my skin has never been so exfoliated behind all of the salt and all of these tears. Cause
But like,
it's written by a Danish man, and I can write a story about a Japanese guy that doesn't.
if we really want to do that, that story is a gay story.
One,
And y'all same people talking about it's a Danish Hans Christian Andersen. Y'all defending a gay man. How about that? Write that on your fucking resume. You
big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
and
I forgot. I forgot you added that button.
Yeah, like it doesn't. So because she's from Denmark, from the stories in Denmark. Well, first of all, the story was written in Denmark. That story never said once on the coast of Denmark.
And it's almost as if we're worldwide or something. Wow. Who'd have thought?
And there are black Danish people.
Huh. Imagine
What
that.
the fuck, bitch?
Like, just say you're racist and go, honey.
Literally. And then some. I remember I got a couple arguments with people.
I'm pulling him up.
No, that's not that.
No, I don't care.
The once a minute. Okay, yeah. I'll talk about that in a minute. People were mad. Like she obviously doesn't. I'm not racist or anything, but she obviously doesn't fit the part. And I was like, how?
Like, have you
It's
heard her
very
sing?
clear that she doesn't look the part. It's very obvious.
She looks like a literal brown version of Ariel.
She looks like a goddess, first of all. She looks like not of this earth. Her and her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Both vocally talented without any auto-tune, mind you. And
I so want to do it. Just for 5 seconds.
go ahead, play it.
Okay. Hopefully this picks up, y'all. Cause
Singing Unforgettable in that King Cole. So she's got culture.
Mm-hmm. And she's got Broadway vibrato. Just
And
like
the flowers in her hair. Like, come on now.
Do we want to? You know, we can just dub over it. Hang on.
That's what you are.
That's all I'm playing.
Wig.
That's all I'm playing, if only because we don't want to get copywritten.
Yeah, because Nat King Cole's estate's gonna be like, hey, what's our check?
And I'm over here like, we don't make any money off this. Like, we're doing this because we talk too damn much. But like,
I've never heard someone so perfectly chosen. That literally just sounds like Ariel.
I will cry.
Incarnate.
I will cry on Part of Your World.
Yeah, that's gonna get me. That's gonna kill me. With that vibrato.
Oh, that vibrato. That vibrato. That vibrato.
That is some Dorothy Dandridge level of vibrato right there.
Seriously, though.
Like, bitch. Oh.
And she looks just so carefree while she's singing.
And she
it, too.
looks like I auto-tune. Fuck what you heard.
There's no auto-tune.
Ooh. All right, I'm sorry. I had to Google. That scream in the back of that, if y'all can hear that, is one of the funniest things.
And Vesta opens his mouth super wide every time too.
What else? I'm here for it. However,
she's got these long locks, and I would love to see them bright red.
However,
Oh no,
Melissa McCarthy
oh no.
is being eyed for Ursula, and I'm just like, Melissa,
You big fat white
No, don't.
fat bitch.
Don't.
fuck you,
No, don't do that.
fuck you,
Why?
fuck that bitch.
Why?
I can't stand her as Ursula. My gay grandmama? How? Disney, what in the goddamn fuck shit damn crap are you fucking...
Ooh, she's angry.
You think Harriet Tubman...
You think Harriet Tubman was wearing a nice shiny
You think Ursula was walking around here with a nice shiny fucking...
shiny
when she was stealing stalls?
For legs? For legs! No, but like, I guess, but like,
I'm not here for that.
Bitch, have you heard Titus Burgess singing Poor Unfortunate Souls?
Number 2 cast for her. Like, I would pick him second. Like, that's my second choice.
Who's your first?
What is her name? Oh no, I forgot her name.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What about Lizzo?
You know, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, that is the wrong one.
Oh no, I forgot I got rid of it. Okay.
Oh, good.
I'll find it eventually.
Oh no.
Lizzo is a good choice too. Titus is a good choice. Oh, my head.
Queen Latifah, I've seen some like fan art of her.
So I like her for the look, but she wouldn't be able to pull the rest of that off.
Bitch.
Holly,
Bitch.
Ooh, almost said Holly Berry. She can't pull nothing off either. But
have you not watched Chicago? Have you not watched Hairspray?
She can't pull her slaw off. She can't.
All she has to do is all she has to do is have her studs been just off stage, so she.
I can't stand you. I can't stand. I know I haven't changed.
What is with you in that song today?
I don't know. It's just funny to sing whenever you start singing.
Because that's one of them deep Negro spirituals, though.
True.
Like that's
something
one of those
Disney knows nothing about.
That's one of those that you just got to get that.
True. It's so hard to cast her. Like, you got to get the right one.
You know who I actually heard would be an interesting choice? Ginger Minge.
Yeah. I could see that too.
She's got the look.
Yeah. You got the look. I'm going to Google. I need to Google this. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Well, you go on to your point, and I'm going to come back to Ursula real quick.
Okay. Well,
anything you had to say?
Well, do I have anything else for my nerd section today? Cause it's I don't know why everything is so dry. Like, I get that the gays are still recovering from Pride, but still, I do want to just as a little side mention, because I was playing Spider-Man a little bit before we came up here. So they keep adding more and more suits to that game.
So good.
And I don't know why, but I'm such a slut for cosmetics.
Cosmetic? Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Well, because all of the suits that they've rolled out haven't added any new powers. It's strictly cosmetic.
Yeah.
But they added the Spider-Man Far From Home, like the red and black costume.
Yeah.
They've added that as one of the ones you can wear in the game, complete with the expressive eyes. They added that stealth suit that he wears in that movie as well to the game. One of my big things that I adore with video games is when they're consistently adding more stuff to it. That's why I love games like Warframe, for example, because they're just constantly adding more missions, more frames, more weapons, more concepts. They're adding completely new modes. They're in development. I forget what the name that they're changing it to. It was originally, when they debuted it, they originally called it Railjack, where it was a setup where I believe it was either 4 or 6 players could all work together on a single ship, where one person was piloting, one person was manning the guns, one person was handling other resources inside the ship. One person could get launched out onto their like space exploration jetpack called an Arcwing, and like fly over to an enemy ship and start sabotaging the enemy ship while it's being attacked by your comrades on your ship.
Right.
Like, they're constantly adding stuff to it. They're adding new regions. They're adding. They recently added not recently. It's been almost a year now. But they added a second open world segment to the game now too, because they had one on Earth called the Plains of Eidolon.
Ooh.
And now they've added. Oh shit. Oh, I just had the name of it. Regardless, it's a region on Venus that is very like snowy. They have one of the best work songs for that when they debuted it. I'll have to show you later. Okay. But it's got like this, they're playing this song as they debut this part of the game. And it's very like, and this is going to sound really bad, it's kind of a work camp song, but it's so catchy.
Right.
Yeah. Of course, we mentioned concentration camps earlier, so that's a little awkward.
True.
Yikes. I don't know. I just love seeing games that are constantly adding stuff. They've only added the 2 official DLC for Spider-Man. That actually add more to the game that's beyond a cosmetic. But still, the fact that they're not just like rolling out random updates on PSN for it that don't do anything on the surface. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I've been waffling for a good 2 minutes, bitch. What have you found?
Monique.
Anything? Ooh, maybe.
That was one of them that I saw. Ooh, that would have been shady.
Who?
I almost said Mary J. Blige. Oops. Erykah Badu.
I don't see it. I still don't see it for her right now.
Yeah, neither do I. Ooh, someone said Tina. Ooh,
Tina
Turner. That would be an interesting take on Ursula.
That'd be an interesting.
That'd be like
choice.
Morgana, but still. For shout out for those of y'all who remember who Morgana is.
Nah, Ursula's bitch ass sister.
Yeah, who literally sounds exactly the same as her sister.
Go figure.
I hated that.
Yeah. What would be kind of interesting is if they could figure out some kind of way to get Pat Carroll back into it.
Pat Carroll's about sick of. She's sick of Ursula, not sick of the coin, but about sick of Ursula. Because she's been dubbing Ursula's lines over and over again for like Disneyland rides and stuff.
30 years.
Till about last year she did it, and she sounds like she's a legend.
Well, the thing is, she also started the role fairly old,
right?
So her voice isn't going to do too much changing from starting it at.
There's this video, it's super old, of her reading the opening lines for the Haunted Mansion ride as Ursula, and it's one of the best videos ever.
Like that "Good evening, mortals."
Yes. And she does the laugh like a couple times. It's great. Yes. Yes. Exactly. But yeah, I'm here for all that. Idris Elba is like, people keep casting him as Triton. I'm like, I will nut so hard over that screen.
Oh my god.
Oh,
such a thirst bucket. Who else would you have as Triton?
Huh?
Oh, bitch. Some of the fucking memes I've seen. Like somebody said we need to cast fuck. I just had his name. It was a Jamaican musician. Beanie Man?
Probably. Yeah.
It was something like, I just need to hear Sebastian go Zagazow one time.
I've seen that.
Please cast an actual island person for Sebastian, please.
What else was I gonna say?
Like, what if they flipped the gender and had Sebastian be Tina?
Oh, that was just gonna be,
and have
white people gonna be even more mad.
Be voiced by Rihanna.
We're copywriting that. If someone steals it, we're calling the police.
But like, I mean,
that'd be the sassiest fucking Sebastian in any.
As opposed to, bitch, he was already sassy. He was quietly sassy, but he was sassy.
It'd be like a modern Rihanna sassy. Could you imagine that shit?
She'd be too high to be sassy.
True. Applying her Fenty while she's recording the lines.
But I mean, she's already Bayesian, so
right. Sew buttons. Cock Destroyer lady and her girlfriend. They were like, they need to be Flotsam and Jetsam.
Oh my god.
I was like, I'm here for that.
I'm so tired. Yes, let's flip everything.
Did you imagine Ariel swimming with a boy Ariel? Do you know who we are? We're fucking cell destroyers. Fucking cell destroyers.
Jesus Christ.
I'm done with Little Mermaid.
I just be mad, y'all. Go ahead and be mad. Your tears fuel me.
New Disney movies that are coming out that I'm here for. Mulan's trailer dropped as of a couple hours ago for us.
Ooh.
That right there caught me off guard.
I gagged.
I was expecting this to be Garbo. And then she came out like, it's my destiny to fight, bitch. I was here for all that.
I feel like I need to watch it again because I saw it way earlier, so it's not as fresh in my mind.
I don't remember if it's still on Netflix or not, but it might be.
Maybe. I can find it. Bitch, YouTube is everywhere. The matchmaker scene was interesting. I'm hoping they're still going to keep it vaguely musical.
No.
They're not.
The original songs will be scores, like in the background. There's no music in that movie.
No!
Yeah, that was announced a while ago. Yeah.
But how are we gonna get down to business to defeat the Huns.
We can't because our bisexual hero ain't even in this movie. Let's start there.
Oh no.
Li Shang, they don't know her. Hate that. That's the one thing. And then y'all love. I know we all love Mushu.
Hang on. We'll talk about that in a second. But getting rid of Shang, I'm wondering if they got rid of it to remove the constant thing of the.
That's exactly why they got rid of it. You know, that's why they got rid of it.
What?
Of him, because he was a bisexual character.
No, I meant to remove that romantic subplot,
right.
Focus more on Mulan's interpersonal relationships with her family, with her.
They did say that they were going off of all the short stories. That caught my attention.
Okay.
They ain't going off of that one. It's based off of all of the stories, because people forget that Mulan had more than one story.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're not going with the original ending to the story they used for the animated movie, where she was raped and was not a hero. At the end of it, she saved China and was still disgraced because she was still a woman.
Yikes.
Y'all forgot about that, huh? Okay, so
we don't have a button for yikes.
let's move on. What else? I had shit. God damn it.
So maybe we do need to have a little bit more structure.
No. I should have been more prepared as well.
You're the bitch that's reading off of cartons and water bottles and shit to try to come up with your adjective for the beginning of the show.
As well.
What else is going on in the world of nerd culture? Oh, right. So, Anime Central is a dumpster fire. I'm sorry, not Anime Central. Ooh, let me not. I'm sorry, Anime Midwest, which was happening this past weekend, is a dumpster fire. It is. Let's see. Let me actually try to find. Let's just search for Anime Midwest fiasco, because that's what the entire convention is turning into. Oh god, it's going to be near impossible for me to find anything that I'm looking for. Basically, the guy that runs Anime Midwest has a metric fuck ton of rape allegations floating around with him.
Of course.
Literally all of the international acts that they originally had scheduled to perform at Anime Midwest all got tied up at the airport because visa problems. People who pre-bought tickets and were supposed to be able to just walk in, grab them, and go said that they were waiting in line for hours to only get a pass that only listed Friday instead of having the entire weekend listed. There were merch things falling through. There were issues with the venue. There's just so much going wrong with it, and I'm just like, this is why I don't go to anime conventions.
Yeah. On top of their fan base being garbage.
And smelling like garbage.
And looking like garbage.
Oh god, my coworker was telling me about how they went to ASIN, and like, here's the thing with like being at a convention, you're going to catch a whiff of BO. Cosplay is fucking hot. It is boiling. It is roiling.
Like I said, I can't wait for Wakanda Con. It's gonna be great.
Like, you, bitch, we're finding a fan for you to just pop and fan yourself with.
True, and get you the blue one.
Remind me when we're done recording, bitch. I saw a blue mandala fan.
Ooh, perfect.
Exactly. Sorry, I got excited. But like, my coworker was telling me how they like caught a lot of body odor. And the thing is, it's going to happen. I've done a couple of rounds of cosplay myself. It is really warm. It is really, really warm. It is really, 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 really fucking warm.
Right.
So, like, even the best deodorant is going to have a breaking point.
Yeah.
But if there is a visible haze, bitch, or you were looking like Pigpen from Charlie Brown, bitch, I need to introduce you to my friends Soap and Water.
Soap, water.
And then introduce you to their acquaintance Lotion, who will help you moisturize.
Not just your dick either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me not.
Yeah,
because some people there and they're going to take it personal.
Oh, yeah. Well, still, there's a bunch of these nerds that are very friendly with a vino, but only in one specific section. But like, there's places well within the vicinity. There's hotels. You have a house more likely than not that you can shower at. Like,
there
girl.
we go. Let's talk about that part. Y'all got a whole shower. You ain't got to pay no water bill. You sit there and shower for as long as you like. Hot water don't run out.
At a hotel, at least.
Yeah.
Unless all of the nerds suddenly decide to start showering.
Right.
Like,
which
And as a sidebar, before somebody tries to at me, there's not even a microscopic amount of shade towards those who are in the throes of a depressive period,
right,
and are having trouble finding the energy. Hell, I've been there a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I have ways of making sure I don't walk out with a haze above me, making sure my sit down there ain't that awful. But for those who have the energy and the capacity but just don't, you're nasty.
Disgusting. I found some things.
Oh.
Henry Cavillio's I forgot how to say his last name. Superman. Henry
Cavill?
Thank you. Henry Cavill's got pictures of.
Where the fuck did you get the O from?
I was making a joke. I don't know how to say Henry Cavillio's last name.
Cavilliotis?
Oh shit! Wait. I was trying to make sure my plants didn't start floating. His pictures of him as the Witcher are out.
That's when you say Cardi B's real name, the shit starts floating.
Oh, don't say it.
Go ahead.
Bitch. I mean, it's not inaccurate. He's got pictures of himself as the Witcher out.
I don't like it.
And I absolutely despise it.
I am not here for it. They changed the logo.
Yep.
They changed the entire fuck out of the logo.
Yep.
I'm not here for it. His hair looks like just dirty blonde. It doesn't look white like he's supposed to. Wait. Look, let me see those pictures again.
Yeah.
Because there's one other really important detail. I don't even know the game that well. I don't know her. Let me just borrow this picture because I need to take these glasses off. Did they? They might have actually given him yellow eyes like he's supposed to have.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, he's got yellow eyes with city contacts.
Because
I mean, they're dollar store fucking Spirit Halloween contacts, but
one of the big details about being a Witcher is that your hair turns white and your eyes turn yellow.
I mean, this is kind of white, but it also looks like they desaturated his picture.
Pretty much. Like, his hair it doesn't need to look like a shake and go ass wig.
But it doesn't need to look bad either. Get
on some Daenerys Targaryen level wig and have that level of blonde.
Crazy little bitch.
Dracarys. For the longest time, I thought that was the name of one of the dragons because I don't follow Game of Thrones.
Right.
So, and then I come to find out that that's basically the dust this bitch in in Dothraki.
I'll just read off some stuff that I see. God bless some of my friends. Twisted Metal has a TV show coming.
Why?
I like Twisted Metal.
I do too. Bitch, give me a Twisted Metal on the fucking PlayStation and keep it as a video game.
But PlayStation's making it. There's probably a game coming out with it too. I wouldn't doubt it.
Girl, I guess.
Paul Rudd joining the new Ghostbusters movie. Okay.
Another one?
Why do we have another one?
Because nobody wants to take fresh ideas.
And when they do, they get shit on. The script shit on they do that too. But the scripts sit on the shelf. I'm not here for any of that. Let's see. Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. That's a thing.
That's a choice.
That's gonna be a thing. See, I was here thinking they were gonna bring the Titans back at the end of the first movie. I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be lit. No, Teen Titans Go versus Titans. I'm like, oh. Well, so y'all just giving up, huh?
Yep. Oh well. I mean, it's a choice.
Ace Age, Scrat's Nutty Adventure.
Can we let this bitch die?
Really?
Can we let her die?
That movie should have been
I
dead.
am so, I was tired of it after the third movie. I was tired of it after the second movie.
Right. Legend of Zelda live action series happening on Netflix.
Why?
This is garbo. Oh
Why
God.
are there no new ideas? Bitch, we talked about this on the first fucking episode that I wanted new ideas for things. Why are we doing this?
And now I'm getting into stuff that I've already read. Okay, cool.
On our first episode nearly a year ago, bitch. On our first episode nearly a year ago, I was like, you know what I'd love to see? Some new ideas. Or something along those lines. And yet here we are. We're like, hey, this is a thing. Let's see if we can get more money from the fans.
Oop.
Hey, this is a thing. Let's see if we can make some money off of nostalgia.
Real shit.
Like, I can understand trying to expand the universe on certain things, like, especially for things like Love, Death, and Robots.
Mm-hmm.
Like that anthology, which, bitch, I have seen some more of the episodes of that. I have strong feelings about the episode called Suits.
Did we watch that?
Maybe.
Because we watched a lot of them.
Ginger Farmer Daddy?
Yeah, that was good.
That was so good.
That caught me off guard at the end. I didn't expect that.
Same.
That was good.
Like, can we put like a spoiler disclaimer?
Yes, spoilers.
Spoilers.
When they zoomed out and they weren't on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
caught me so off guard. I was like, oh,
What?
that's sick.
No, like it took me a little bit for the animation for that specific episode for me to start getting used to it, because it's like
Spider-Man-y.
no. The other one, that other episode with the girl that witnessed a murder.
Oh yeah, that was very Spider-Man-y.
That was like, they even, whenever she slammed the door said slam,
Yeah.
like just like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
But no, on Suits, I need it as a video game. This is one of those times.
That's true.
This is one of those times where we've got a tiny bit of source material, and I'm every shade of here for more.
It was amazing. That was one of the dopest.
Concept alone, bitch, that is begging to be an MMO.
Really?
It is begging. It is already set up to be an MMO, that you're on this big ass planet with various bubbles and you're keeping up with a farm with a group of people.
Right.
Like, and then the bugs start invading. I want to see more enemies from that universe. I want to see, never mind. I want to see more of those enemies. I want to see if there's more ways to fight them on foot versus those big mechs that they were using.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, that episode and Sunny's Revenge or Sunny's Edge.
Yeah.
I need more of Sunny's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
I need it as a series. I don't care. It could be a video game, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's going to be like that weird Godzilla game that came out that was monsters fighting monsters. But I'd be completely okay with it being a series, like leading up to how she became that way.
Yes.
Or the aftermath of that episode. I want to know more.
Yes.
Like, don't milk it for all it's worth. Y'all, you're not Disney. But like, can we get something? It's a big ass anthology.
Yeah.
Of a bunch of different stories. Like, I want to know more about that one episode that we gagged about watching together. The Steampunk China episode.
Yeah, that was cool. Those are my kneecaps. My bronze kneecaps.
That transformation at the end.
Oh, amazing. That was amazing.
We shook the apartment both gagging.
We were
Yo!
screaming. Oh my god.
I also weirdly like the fact that they don't. Basically, I weirdly like the fact in that entire anthology that they don't shy away from male nudity.
No. Live for that.
Yeah, like, and it's not just because I like dick, but it's because nudity in most media is so
women.
Is so boob centric. Let's keep it a
Yeah.
buck. Let's see if we can sneak some titties in here. And I'm just like, what does
Where's
this add
the
to
dick?
what does this add to the story? One,
Yeah.
like I wish Good Hunting is the name of that episode.
Mm-hmm.
In Good Hunting, you see, male nudity, and there's a reason for it.
Right.
You see female nudity. There's a reason for it.
Right.
There's not much.
Yeah.
I didn't see any non-binary representation, otherwise I'd mention it. But
Yeah.
you see the nudity, and
I
there's
also
a
live for that episode because the two didn't end up as a couple at the end.
Yes.
Live for that. I was like,
Yes.
don't do this to me. Don't. And they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They stayed friends.
Mm-hmm. What was another one that I saw that gagged me? One that had me laughing was The Day the Yogurt Took Over.
That was cool.
That was
That made
cute.
me laugh.
And the best part is, guess who voiced who's the narrator? The Brain. Like Pinky in the Brain.
Oh, yeah, it is him. Yeah.
He has like a comedic, sinister nature to his voice.
Yeah, he does.
Like, that's the best way I can describe it. It's like funny, but also a little evil.
Yeah. They haven't. Pinky and the Brain's got like a Netflix short series coming out that the original two are working on.
Well, I mean, Rob Paulson and Maurice LaMarche are still around.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Animaniacs. That's what it was.
Rob Paulson, Maurice LaMarche, and I had her name, Tress McNeil. No, because I cannot think of Dot's name right now, or the voice actress for her.
Mm-hmm.
Funnily enough, she's also like the crazy cat lady in The Simpsons.
Yeah, she is.
We you didn't go to C2E2 with me though,
Mm.
because they were all there and they were reading from National Lampoon's Vacation for the Twisted Tunes thing.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the segments was just like, you, Christopher Walken, you, Christopher Walken, you, Christopher Walken. The entire panel was Christopher Walken for one scene.
Okay.
And it was hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else?
Yes. This is all Disney shit. This is important. I saw this and I was like, good. Disney removing the casting couch scene from Toy Story 2. Because that was uncomfortable.
Was it casting couch scene?
Yeah, because remember the prospector was like trying to get Barbies into his box and he turned the box away from the camera. Like, it was really... Yeah. They got rid of it lately and people are mad about it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm mad about it.
It basically.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid's getting a series on Disney Plus. Don't care.
Didn't they already make that into a series of a couple of movies?
Yeah, and they were garbage. But like an actual animated, like in the style of the books, though.
Okay.
So I'm interested, but not really. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit is getting a series because Disney finally owns him again.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Bryce, yeah, that just happened.
Isn't that the kid that just died?
Yes, 20 years old, died in his sleep.
Yeah, Go ahead. I was gonna say I'm not one of them.
He played, I forget his Carlos DeVille. Yeah, I think that was his name.
Mm-hmm.
Cruella DeVille's son. My acting teacher, Wendy Raquel, plays Cruella in that. He was in that, and I think he started on the show Jessie, which, okay. I grew really attached to him because of how genuine he was. He was genuinely like a happy kid, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of stars you can tell, like, they're not always, they're putting on a face to be, you know, because they're Disney kids where they got to do all three and stay happy through it.
Mm-hmm.
He was genuinely happy, and the fact that he literally just passed like that actually kind of made me brokenhearted. And then there's a rumor coming out that Maleficent is getting another trailer coming out, which
it's a choice. As much as I actually really liked that movie, except for the subplot of I've been hurt by a man, so now I must be evil. Oh no. Oh no. Let it out. Breathe, stretch,
that is
shake,
the
let it go.
worst casting of a Disney princess in existence.
Okay. I was gonna say, don't.
Oh, Angelina's Maleficent is iconic. There is not ever.
Oh shit! Sorry, y'all.
Solid black bar. That no one could ever replace that. But that. Oh,
she was utterly forgettable.
I was like, who the fuck? Like when they had, because you know about the little Aurora being Angelina's daughter that's her actual daughter in the first movie, when she's like picking up. That's because that's her daughter, and she didn't know she was acting. And so Maleficent, Angelina had to like pick her up and stay in character. And the whole thing where like she grabbed the horns was all improvised, and Angelina had to like stay in character. And so she was like up because that's how Angelina would. Yeah, that whole scene is like, once you figure that out, it's super adorable. I'd rather see that than ever see that girl as Aurora.
I don't even remember who she was.
The little girl?
No. Oh God, no. The adult one.
Some girl with no lips. And then they don't recast fucking Prince Philip because the homeboy didn't want to come back.
I mean,
and he was sexy. Oh my God. He didn't have no fucking character. But who the fuck cares? Dick. I'm sorry.
May I remind you?
Has no value.
Damn it!
Oh, you pressed the wrong one.
Dick has no value.
There we go.
However, it makes you quiver. So anyway, I think that's it for my nerd section. What else you got to say?
I actually, you know what? I actually do have something the fuck to say. So,
One more thing.
Jesus. People who ride Japanese motorcycles.
Oh my God.
People who ride Japanese motorcycles. I do not have words in any of the languages that I even can pretend to speak. I do not have words for how much I need you to stay the entire fuck away from me. I have known exactly one singular person who is a decent person on his Japanese motorcycle. Literally every single one that I have encountered on the road has been driving like an utter jackass.
Uh-oh.
Screaming at like 95 miles an hour where everybody else is doing 60. Weaving in and out of traffic. There was one point when I was in the car with my ex. I'm just kind of like half dozing, half putzing around on my phone. All of a sudden, we're doing like 80 on the highway. He screams past us doing well over 100.
Right.
Super loud past the car. Scared the piss out of me and I almost threw my phone out the window. Like, I get that there's some people who want to seek some kind of thrills. But at the same time, try to be some kind of considerate for other people on the road.
Real shit.
There are people with anxiety. There are people with kids that are trying to sleep that are actually finally falling asleep because they've been on the road for the past 15 minutes and this baby's been crying for 20 damn hours for no goddamn reason. And you have to take your whole ass Hayabusa fucking crotch rocket screaming past my goddamn sedan because you clearly need to feel some kind of rush because you have no other sense of danger in your life because you have that much goddamn privilege. Like, bitch, calm the fuck down. Slow the fuck down. And get away from me on the road. That's it.
Okay, cool. I have something to say.
Oh boy.
Stop fetishizing underage girls.
Oh no.
Stop. People have been talking nasty shit about Billie Eilish.
I saw this coming.
That girl is 17 fucking years old. Don't give a fuck what she's talking about, what she sings about. You're talking about she's hot and sexy and nasty, all this creepy, nasty shit is gross. Y'all
Like,
lusting after, and we're not reducing this to men, or to, because the women who were lusting after, what's his name from Stranger Things?
Oh,
and
Finn something or other?
Oh, that was the nastiest shit. Oh, that was disgusting. I'm gonna talk about how, I don't want to talk about how there was a lack of outrage about that. Keeping that a buck.
Double standards.
But stop.
Finn Wolfhard, that's his
Thank
name.
you. Stop lusting after underage fucking kids.
Like, it's one thing to say that somebody,
But she sings about.
I don't
give no fuck.
Like, it's one thing to say, yeah, she's pretty. Okay.
Cool. Because she sure is. She's that bitch.
But that should be the extent of it.
That's it.
That's it.
Talking about she's real nasty. I can't wait to see if that.
Oh, I need to take a shower.
I've read this shit.
Ugh.
Screenshots of this shit.
Ew.
And they don't care. They'll go, well, she sings about it, so she must want it. I'm like, wow. Sounds like victim blaming for rape.
Before
Same mentality.
Man!
It's disgusting. Oh my god. And then when people were defending or like rooting for Drake when he was grooming fucking Millie Bobby Brown. Which that's what that was.
that. Yeah, Aubrey. I already didn't see it for you after you talk shit about Kid Cudi.
Yeah, I didn't see it for you when you got shot and put in a wheelchair in Degrassi. So I didn't see it for you then. I don't see it for you now. I like one of your songs, but that's because The Weeknd made that song his and not yours.
Which one?
Tell
me later.
What is that off his big album?
Off of whose big album?
What is that song called? True Love.
Sure.
I'll play it. It's a good song.
Okay.
But that's because The Weeknd is, talented. Stop. That's disgusting.
That she is a child. And for those of you, I'm talking to you bitches that are waiting until 12:01 after midnight on the day of her 18th birthday too.
That's disgusting.
Like that's just
because that just means you
That
don't
you-
want to look good You want to look all right to follow the law to the bare minimum.
Exactly. That's
which means you were lusting after them, but since before they were 18.
That's part of why I have my rule on dating and hookup apps.
Right.
If anybody is under the age of 21, they're cute, but I'm not going to say anything.
Right.
If they are interested in me, I will say something. Mm-hmm. But if you are under the age of 21, you will get nothing but duty-free dust from me if you want me to initiate.
Right.
Because I don't have time for that.
It's this whole culture of... I see it a lot in pornography, too. Pornography makes me uncomfortable these days. Incest and rape and shit is really normalized.
And the barely legal.
Steps, younger sister, younger brother shit.
You know what? I think we're going to end the show here.
And then let's not talk about the... Let me not.
Yeah, let's...
Because some of y'all actually like...
I know I've been changed, Lord.
Okay, I'm good.
Fucking stand you.
All right, I'm good.
I'm
done.
Okay, in short, y'all, Billie Eilish is a child.
Millie Bobby Brown
is a child.
Finn Wolfhard, child. These are all children.
These are children. The only reason you're trying to go after these children is because the people that are actually your own age can see through the bullshit you're trying to spit.
And never mind. That was been nasty and disrespectful.
Yeah. So but, on that note,
bye.
Yeah, we're just gonna call it at this point. Then. Yeah. So, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, that wraps up yet another episode of the Baldwin Kids. If you've got any questions, comments, great ideas, or just want to say hi, feel free to shoot us an email at askbkcast@gmail.com, or you can give us a like and a DM on our Facebook and Instagram pages. You can also get a hold of me on the Twitter. I am at don't roll your eyes, bitch. At the Iron Magnus. That is TheIronMagnus.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Vesta with 2 underscores. Also, you can find my album, Love Notes, Where.
We are also counting down to WakandaCon. Yeah, I'm excited. I cannot wait.
My cosplay's done. Mm-hmm. Well, except for the...
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
But, like I told my boss at my new job, I'm not going to be here on July 26th. You cannot make me. There's nothing you can do or say. I will drive for Lyft for the rest of the fiscal year if I need to. If you decide to fire me. I will not be here.
I told my job, I'm like, y'all ain't gonna see me.
You can certainly try.
Don't call me for shit.
But yeah, I'm so excited. WakandaCon is in. When this episode drops. Oh, wait, did we move to Fridays yet? Oh, I'm sorry, did we move to Mondays yet?
No.
Okay, so then when this episode drops, it'll be in 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
It'll be in 2 weeks,
I
bitch.
have no time. Oh my god.
Bitch. I am so excited.
I have to get my edges together.
Exactly.
God.
Oh my god. And there's going to be, when we go there's going to be so much shea butter and coconut oil and pink hair moisturizer.
God damn it, the pink hair moisturizer.
And locks and braids and box braids and dashikis and makeup
and your
panels.
tears.
I cannot wait. I'm already getting a little misty-eyed just thinking about it. But y'all can actually find us at WakandaCon. We're going to be there all 3 days.
Look for us. On Saturday, look for the giant blue blob that's walking around.
Bitch, do not call
I
yourself...
don't mean that disrespectfully. I just mean... From far away, I'm going to look like a really elegant blue blob.
Uh-huh. No, not a blue blob. A blue ghost floating amidst the halls.
Hopefully fanning herself, because girl.
Yeah, we need to get you that fan. But that is it. Oh my god, that was like our first big announcement.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Becky,
god.
Look at her edges.
Ooh, what edges? So that is actually just about it. So, as a brief reminder, we are a TSRP Network podcast, and we will see y'all next time. Drink some water, take your meds, and do better.